Hello and welcome to Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today we've got another space set to review. Yesterday I did the launch pad thing, control tower thing, control pod, and today we're going to do the modular space station. And in fact, on the next couple days we're going to finish off all of the space sets that were released on January 1st, 2024. There will be an interruption for at least one more update for the Avengers Tower, and if the weather cooperates with me, meaning I can tolerate the cold. Now I can't tolerate the cold tonight. It's going to be -7, so forget about that. But in the next few days, if the weather breaks a little bit and it gets a little bit warmer, I'll go out there and I'll do a city video in the middle of all these. So, but pretty much consecutively until they're all done, we're going to do space. So this is set number 60433, 1,097 pieces, 6 minifigures, and it retails for $109.99. So space is actually one of my favorite themes. In fact, if LEGO would have continued the space themes from when I was a kid, meaning the 80s and the late 70s, that era, I probably would have all of them. But I do have most of them, just not all of them. But anyways, I was a kid, and you know, when you're a kid and you're 7, 8 years old, you kind of depend on what people give you. You don't have your own income. So I had what people gave me, and I appreciate it, and I wish they would have continued the theme because I thought it was awesome. City's awesome too, and City is my favorite theme overall, but Space would probably be my second if they continued it, to be honest. Okay, well, for those who have watched this channel, I'm sorry I got to review this, but for those who haven't, I just need to let you guys know how I do my review so you understand what I'm talking about here. So, I rank value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and part out value. Those 5 things. I rate them from 0 to 10. 0 is the worst, 10 is the best for each of those. And then what I do is I mix all those up. I'm just kidding. I average them, and I give you overall ranking, like 6.2, 8.4, whatever, to give you an overall idea of what I think of it, so that you can compare my other reviews and say, oh, this one's an 8.2, this one's an 8.6. He liked that one a little bit better. Yes, that's exactly why I do it. Okay, well, if you guys appreciate this set and the job that I'm doing, hit the like button, and even if you don't, hit the like button and give me encouragement to keep going. But let's jump into this review. Let's start off with the dimensions. This was particularly difficult because this thing is not exactly perfectly round. It is right here. However, from here to here is not as long as here to here, and so on and so forth. So the shortest points, this is 14 inches. From here to here, I'm sorry, is 15.5. And from the top of this antenna to the table is 4¼ inches. On the metric system, this point here to here is 35.5, and from here to here is 38 centimeters, and from here to the table is 11 centimeters. So it's not a small set by any such a stretch of the imagination. It's actually pretty good. Let's also talk about the minifigures. Okay, so part of the value is how many minifigures you get. On this one, you get 6. You get 3 greens, a yellow, and 2 blues. Yes, I realize that's not the official LEGO color. I'm not worried about it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And so, for this guy here, these two have got solar panels on their backs. This guy, well, he's got 2 solar panels on the front. So I don't know what job he does, but he requires a lot of power. And also part of the value is the fact that it retails for $109.99 and 1,097 pieces. So that gives you 10 cents right on the nose. And at 10 cents a piece, that is an excellent value. In fact, 10 cents a piece used to be the mark a couple of years ago for LEGO, but prices have gone up, and this one's 10 cents a piece. And you've got some expensive pieces like these gears right here, these Technic gears. So I think that's pretty amazing value. The only thing I don't like about the value is the fact that LEGO has decided for some reason we need 15 stickers on this one. And it's kind of weird because these are printed right here, these solar panels. This little battery is printed, so are these space things. But like the top of this, they've got a tile for that. But they gave us that in a sticker format. And a few other places they gave us some stickers, like right here and on the sides and whatever else. So I don't really like stickers, and for many reasons. They don't get applied properly, they peel off over time. Yeah, you can argue that print can fade, especially if it gets played with a lot, but I like print overall. It's printed on there straight in almost every case and all that, so I think it's a better value. So I'm going to give this a value of 9 out of 10. And let's talk about creativity. So for creativity, I really like this set. First of all, you've got solar panels. And if you've ever seen any space station, they all have solar panels. Granted, to be able to run a thing with 7 other modulars besides the solar modular, you probably need a lot more solar than this to make it happen. So I think they could have added maybe a few more, but okay. All right. We've got a nice little antenna to communicate with home base, wherever that might be, the moon or Earth or even somewhere else. We've got a little robot guy here. I didn't count him as a minifigure. And because the inventories are not complete on Bricklink and also not on Brickset, it's not complete anywhere yet. I don't know if he's counted as a minifigure, but I don't count him as a minifigure. So let's talk about these modulars as part of the creativity here. Like I said, we have the solar one, and then we have like this one right here. And this one right here, it opens on the top. And this one is some sort of repair shop. We got a few tools in here and a computer. And then when you want to put it back on, oh, and it has this airlock too. And I do like the airlock, how it does that. And we put that one back on. This one I won't take off. This one's simply just a, what do you call it? You know, they grow food. It's their garden. This one here, this is a bed. And you've got the hat here, and you got a bed and an airlock. Very simple. Now, this one here is the front of a shuttle. In fact, on the box, they took several of these, put them together, and they made a shuttle out of it. So this would be the front of the shuttle, with this being the cockpit. And they do come with these little battery packs, which the other space station, or the space launch pad thing that I did the other day, also had the batteries. This one has a double battery pack. It's got one on each side here. So like that a lot. Let's put this guy back on. And let's flip this bad boy around and look at some more of it. And on this one here, we've got a little break area, a little eating area. You got a coffee pot, you got a sandwich and a water bottle, and the airlock. Here, I don't have to disconnect this one. This one is just like a little skate pod, little thing to giddy up and go. It does detach fairly easily, and it's got repulsion here on the back, or propulsion, whatever one, I don't know. And last but not least, you can't forget this pod here. And this pod is some sort of laboratory. It's got a battery, it's got a crystal they mined, and then a computer. And of course the old famous airlock, as you've seen on several of these. So the creativity is pretty good because you have 8 different modulars, and in fact it makes a shuttle when you put several of them together. So I think that's good overall. The only thing I don't like about this is the fact that they didn't make a corridor big enough for a minifigure to go through. They kind of did here, but not really. It's not big enough. So I will get Doc at one point and give creativity a 9 out of 10, which is still a pretty good score. Playability, though, on the other hand, that's a straight 10. I mean, I don't know how I could give it anything less than a 10. I mean, you've got so much here. All these different modulars. I mean, you got a sleeping area, you got an eating area, you got a repair area, you got a laboratory area, you got solar panels, and you got so much here that if you were a kid and you wanted to play with this, you could be playing this for hours. So, gotta give playability 10 out of 10. Ease of build, however, that's a different story. This one was a bit challenging when it comes to some of this stuff here because it's not exactly straight, and putting these gears on there with all the different pins was kind of difficult. Wasn't terribly too hard. And you know, if I gave it a 5 out of 10, that means it's average build. I'm going to give this a 6 for ease of build, and that means that it is just a little bit easier than the average set. And this one here, it did come with 6 booklets. And, you know, it's pretty famous with Lego. You got the first modular thing here. You've got the ring that they all connect to for the second book. You've got another modular, one more modular, and then this one's 2 modulars, and the last book is also 2 modulars. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't do more books, how Lego does them. But I'm not criticizing, it's not too bad. Like I said, ease of build is a 6 out of 10. Part out value is a 7 out of 10, and that's mainly because, well, these are major pieces, and if you resell or on Bricklink like I am, these pieces are kind of pricey. Of course, that's in black, that is, and I don't know what they are in this sand blue color. Didn't even, well, they're not even inventoried yet, so I don't think anybody really knows. But those are hard to use in other builds. And so, yeah. And these solar panels, you can use them in a couple different areas, but they'd be kind of hard. And then these, still not sure what color this is, but this orangish color, maybe it's, no, it's not dark orange because they have a dark orange. Whatever color this is here, these airlocks, they'd be hard to use somewhere else as well. So I can only give part out value a 7 out of 10. If you average everything out, that's an 8.2. I don't think that's a really bad score. Overall, it's good. And like I said, I wish I had more information on the minifigures, but at this time, that's all the information I have, is that there's 6 of them. There's no names, no sexes, no nothing involved. And so normally I like to tell you, like, if they say female astronaut, male astronaut, mechanic, you know, that kind of thing, but they don't tell you. So that's the best I can do right now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button. And if you feel like I've earned your subscription, please subscribe. I do try to put out a video every day, and if you turn on notifications, you'll be notified when I do. And also, if you leave me a comment below, let me know, hey, do you like this new series, this reboot of space, I guess you could say? And in particular, do you like this set? And if you do like this set, do you plan on getting it? Do you not plan on getting it? Tell me what you like about it. Tell me what you don't like about it. I like to hear any of those things, because I know my opinion is not the only one that matters. And sometimes you guys point out things that I missed, and I love when you guys do, because I'm learning something. So hey, you got something that I missed, throw it in the comments below and I'll respond to you in most cases. And also, guys, if you want to support the channel, you know, hit the like button, you subscribe, you can head over to Bricklink and buy pieces for your builds, and that way you get pieces for your builds, I get money for the channel, and I use that to buy more sets. I use that to build the Avengers Tower, Daily Bugle Tower, fix up the shop, that kind of thing. So if that's your aim, to help out the channel, and you want to do it that way, head over to my store. I've got a link in the description, and we do ship within 24 business hours in most cases. If you don't have any financial means, that's totally cool. I don't care. There's other ways to support the channel, and the other ways are to head over to your favorite video, copy a link to it, and put it on some other social media platform that you currently are part of. And that gets the word out that it's there, and it gives them a link to come back to the channel, and that helps. And if you don't even want to do that, and you just say, you know what, I want to help the channel, I'm not sure how, watch another video after this one. The algorithm loves it, and if you do that, hey, that's awesome. I appreciate it. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there. Be looking out for my next space video, and I'll catch you on the next one.